Hi, my name is Thierry Frey. I'm very happy to welcome you to the 2014 edition of the SIGGRAPH Emerging Technologies venue, which this year have the chance of being sponsored by the Vancouver Economic Commission, who is welcoming us to the beautiful city of Vancouver. So this year again we are sharing the floor with the art gallery and studio, but eTech behind me has 26 installations, 24 were juried, and 2 were curated, and I'd be happy to take you along and show you some specific ones, but I would really encourage you over the course of the conference to go and visit each and every one of them. One of my favorite installations, I think, on the floor is Pixie Dust. Comes from Japan and is the one that we can see behind me. It's actually a couple of speakers facing each other, and sound waves are being generated and create an acoustic pressure field that can actually make small and light objects levitate in between the two. The system is precise enough to allow manipulation of the sound waves, and so that you can actually move the small objects around in the air. This installation also comes from Japan, and we all know that Japan is renowned for anything related to robots. This specific small robot actually draws an image on carpet. You know how you can draw an image by brushing the carpet one way or the other? That's basically what the robot does, layer after layer, to create the image. So you upload an image on the computer or you draw it here on the iPad, and the robot will actually move around the carpet, and it has little levers underneath that will actually brush the carpet one way or the other. Emerging Technology has a partnership with a conference in France which is called Laval Virtual, and there's an exchange of prizes between the two, and this year a jury went out to Laval and awarded the SIGGRAPH Emerging Technology Prize to actually the product virtualizer from the Austrian company SIGGRAPH. And this is what it is. Basically it looks like a treadmill on which you can walk, and it analyzes your motion and will basically replicate what you're doing in the real world to whatever player your avatar you have in a game, for instance. So the way the virtualizer works is you're actually standing on a smooth surface, and when you wear the socks or adequate gear over your shoes, it will help you slide on that surface. And so you will enact motion walking in a certain direction with actually you're staying at the same spot. But this motion that you're doing is sent to your avatar in the game, and that allows you to move around in the virtual world. This is also one of my favorite, Birdly. It was actually one of the 2 invited pieces to Emerging Technologies. What it is actually a bird simulator where the person lies down on a mounted surface and can flap the wings, bank to turn right, bank to turn left, gain altitude. The person is wearing an Oculus Rift device, which gives them total freedom to look everywhere in the world. You can see on the camera what he says in his field of view. The experience here is to fly over the city of San Francisco, and you can actually dive in and fly through all those skyscrapers. We're here with Alec, who's demoing his device. It's actually certain little pieces like this that you can assemble, and you basically create the skeleton that resembles whatever character you want to animate. And then you can actually turn and twist this nifty little device, and the motion you apply to the tangible object that you manipulate will be replicated onto the virtual character in your 3D modeling program and an animation program. This one is Traction, and it's a little device where you basically have an oscillating mass inside, and the way you make it move actually gives the impression, the illusion, that it is pulling or pushing you in one direction or the other. For instance, right now I feel that it is pushing me down, and at this time it is pulling me up. An application like Map could pull your cell phone in the direction that you're supposed to go to reach whatever destination you had selected. Thank you for having accompanied me on this little tour. I hope you've enjoyed the preview of the few installations we've seen. There are many more to be experienced, so if you're at the conference, be sure to come to the Emerging Technology floor and experience all 26 of them.